Welcome to Spiritually Imperfect, the show where the metaphysical meets the practical. This is your space to explore the mysteries of the universe, embrace spiritual growth, and connect with the energies all around us. No one spiritual journey is perfect, but that's the beauty of it. Hosts Mike and Jen bring their unique blend of perspective, humor, and heartfelt nature to every episode. Whether encouraging, facilitating readings, or diving into exploring mediumship, energy healing, or searching for clarity, Spiritually Imperfect is a place to where discussions of the collective experiences that we all share comes to the surface. Now, here are your hosts of Spiritually Imperfect, Michael Christopher and Jennifer Lee.
Good morning, Michael.
We did it again.
We did it. Here we are on another surprise day, right?
Thursday. Everybody's like, what the hell is going on with you guys?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever.
You just got to flow with it. That's how we roll around here. So
we are late to the party. Jess just said she's early to the party. We are late to the party, but we are here. So that's the important thing, right, Michael?
Yes. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Jess, CJ, Tani, Joni. How's it going, Arnie? But yeah, we got to keep you guys guessing. It would just be boring if we did the same thing every week at the same day at the same time.
No consistency.
No. We don't need no stinking consistency around here.
Thank you.
And we like keeping Kelly on her toes too.
Yes, we do.
And I think we're the only morning show, so we force Kelly to get up way early in the morning. And we appreciate you, Kelly.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I'm curious, who got to see the auroras this week?
Who didn't? Everybody and their dog are posting pictures about it.
Okay, I'm one of them, but it was the first time I've ever seen them. They have been on my bucket list. I thought I would have to travel to see something as spectacular as I did in my own backyard. So it was post-worthy, Michael.
I guess it's one plus to being in a control tower in the evenings because I get to just sit and stare out the windows at them.
Yeah, because you see them all the time.
Yep.
They were beautiful. Yes, that's right. If you didn't see them in person, you saw them online.
I like the memes that come out because you get a picture of somebody that just took a picture of the sky and then they took their crayons and just drew scribbly lines. Hey, that's Northern Lights. So you had a topic that you wanted to discuss this morning.
I did. I wanted to talk about evidential mediumship. You guys will see if you're in my private group that I've done a little bit of rebranding. I put up a new logo. I removed the word psychic and I replaced it with evidential. That doesn't mean that I'm not. Why are you laughing, Michael?
Because I went the other way recently. I took out evidential and just put psychic medium.
Did you?
And the reason I did that.
Well, let's talk about that.
Well, yes. Let me tell you the reason.
Okay.
And it was kind of a silly reason. I was listening to John Edward about a month or so ago, and he said something about everybody's got evidential medium in their titles these days. And he's like, that's the only kind of mediumship there is. If you don't have evidence, that's not mediumship. I'm like,
right.
So I was like, huh. And I realized that everybody has that in their title. And I'm like, I'm going to go the other way.
So you went the other way. So I bounced this way for a reason. And I'm gonna stick with this. But the thing that was interesting to me is the messages that I received wondering what evidential was. So good point. Yes, every mediumship reading should have evidence in them, but do they? Right? Okay, so when people don't understand what evidential means, I did not realize how many people didn't until I rebranded. I also took the psychic off for a reason, but we'll talk about that later.
So everything you did, I did the opposite. We didn't even talk about it.
No, we didn't. But what I wanted to talk about was what evidential mediumship is. What is a mediumship reading? What should it look like? It's very different than it looks like when we're doing a live. When you
Yes.
go into a private session, it's very, very, very different.
And
And
how
so
is it different? Explain, Jennifer.
how, well, first of all, you have more time, right? First of all, there's more time. First of all, there's that, and then you also go really, really deep into readings. I have evidential mediumship looks like so many different things that evidence can.
Mhm.
Right? It can look like memories that your medium would have no way of knowing. It could be, yesterday I wrote a phrase down. And I handed it to my client. She understood the phrase word for word, something that her loved one would say. So that is evidence. That is hard to do. It's hard to, when I step into a private session, I don't just want to deliver evidence and information in a static way. I strive to bring the essence. I want you to feel, I want you to leave knowing that there was a connection with your loved one, that you felt them in the space with us. That's very powerful. That is what I strive to do in every one of my sessions. And if I don't do that, then I had an off day and I failed at my job. So that's why it's different, Michael. My space, when I bring people actually into my space, it's interesting because the space talks. Spirit uses things in the space. I will give you a perfect example, and this is not a testament to my mediumship. It is a testament to the power of spirit
Mhm.
and that everlasting love. I was delivered a dozen roses one day, and they came to the house about an hour. They came to my office space about an hour before I had a group session. They were beautiful. And when I have a group session or a soul circle, I go around and I got to the third lady and I just knew. I walked into the other room. I picked up the dozen roses. I brought them to her. I set them on the table and I said, "Happy anniversary." That night happened to be her first anniversary after her husband had passed. And his tradition was to bring her a dozen red roses. That is shit you cannot make up. That is bringing the essence of spirit
Mhm.
directly into the room. And I promise you, there is not a person in that room that was not impacted by that, that did not feel, even if their message was not quite that bold and boom, but it still brought evidence. Everybody in that group session that night understood. They understood the power of spirit. To me, that is evidential mediumship. And that is what I strive to bring into every one of my sessions. So now I'll get off my soapbox.
No, I agree 100%. You know, obviously, if you've, and I'm talking to everybody that's watching, if you've seen mediums work, obviously we're all different. We all work in different ways. We all receive our information differently. But there's always a common core to any reading. There's some teachings that I don't agree with, and I just want to talk about this because it came to my mind. There are some teachers that teach that say you're doing 30-minute readings. They teach that you have to provide 20 minutes of evidence about that person
No.
and then 10 minutes of message. And I'm like, I could not sit, this is just my opinion, I could not sit through a reading like that. I feel that if you produce the evidence right away, and that's what I strive to do within the first couple minutes, I provide evidence of who's with me. I ask my client, is there, after I provide the evidence, is there any doubt that this is your person? Because again, you as the sitter are part of this experience. This is about you, your person in spirit, and the medium. So my job is to make sure that I leave no doubt in your mind and that your person that's with us leaves
Correct.
no doubt in your mind that this is the person that you're connected with. Once that's established, and I have this agreement with spirit, I've said this over and over. initially, let's get this settled. Who are you? Let's leave no doubt for your person. And then I'm out of the way. And
Right.
whatever you come through with, I'm going to provide, because I feel that if you have not provided that evidence, those messages are meaningless. Because I've been on the end of a reading where we're 20 minutes into it and I still don't know who the medium is connecting with. They haven't provided the evidence. So for me, it's very important that that's established very quickly.
And a lot of times the message can be in the evidence.
Yes.
Just like the flowers. Like that was it. There was nothing else that needed to be done.
Yeah, and it's things that
That
are
was it.
intangible, that they're not data or facts about the person. They're their quirks, their personality, stuff that, again, there's people that think that mediums take time to go look up stuff online, and who knows what other people do. But, it's those little things that to a medium, and this happens a lot for people in the early stages of their development. They're going for these big ta-da moments and this big piece of evidence. And I find, or have found over the years, that what you may think is the biggest thing is like not important. But if you talk about, this just comes to mind, if their person was a practical joker and they used to tie their partner's shoes together, as a practical joke, that comes through. It's like, you can't make that stuff up.
Right.
So again, it's all about that. But like you said, it's about bringing that person back to the physical world and having your client
feel that,
feel it. They know.
that.
And I've had clients express that they've said that, those exact words, that it felt like that person was here with us.
Absolutely. And that is what we're here. That's what we're here to do. Again, that's something I strive to do. I have said some of the, I know you have too, Michael, some of the most unhinged things in sessions, because that's what's coming to me. And I have to say it. And it took me a little while to become comfortable with that kind of stuff. It felt kind of bold, and it felt like, oh my God, what if I'm wrong? But it comes in and you have to do it. You have to say it. And those little things right there, like you said, Mike, I have flipped people off, which the first twice, but the first time that happened, I sat on my hands. I was like, I cannot flip this person. No, I'm not doing that. Right. Until I couldn't not. And so I flipped them off, which ended up being this beautiful term of endearment from their loved ones. So you got to do it. And it feels unhinged, but it's that, yes, Tammy, it was, but it's that trusting. That to me is the evidence. That to me is also part of the message.
Mm-hmm.
When you can do those moments.
And we have to keep in mind that mediumship makes no sense to your rational mind.
Oh God, no.
And that's part of development, part of training, part of learning who you are as a medium, is to understand that don't try to make this make sense to your rational mind, because it doesn't fit. This is completely irrational to the physical world. But it's just those fleeting thoughts that come through that you just have to express it.
So I want to look at Jess's question. Thoughts on a sitter asking for a specific spirit to come through? I'm open to it. In fact, I will ask my clients, because you know what? We have limited amount of time. They paid for that time. If there is, it is their session. If there is somebody they would like to hear from, I would like to know, and no guarantees, of course, because there are no guarantees in mediumship, but I will definitely have them in my awareness, and I will do everything that I can to make that connection for them. Because before I got comfortable asking that question, I could go through a 45-minute session. I could read a very good reading, somebody in spirit that they loved. And then in the and they loved the reading. And then the last 10 minutes, I really wanted to hear from, we are out of time at that point. And so I want them to walk away with what they came to the session for. So I'm totally open to that.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Actually, I was just talking about that reading again with my wife, I think yesterday or this morning. It was just, some readings stick with me, and there's a couple reasons why the reading that I did for you sticks with me, because the question we get a lot is, how much time does it take before before a person crosses over and they're able to come through? and you'll hear a wide range of just experiences from mediums. And I've always had this thought, again, I sit a lot with things and I think about things. The spirit world is not some strange place. In my mind and my belief is that's where we come from and we go back to. So it's not this place we've never been. So to my mind, once we cross over, it's not like something new. They're able to communicate immediately. We communicate right now back and forth, and it's through our soul. Our soul, my soul is what makes the connection with your person on the other side. It isn't my physical body. Those two merge, and yes, it has to come through the physical instrument in order for me to convey the thoughts in the reading. So again, that just impresses the point that, and I believe, Tani, it was only 3 days prior to that reading that your cousin had passed. And it's when we try the least that the most evident, or you just got to let go of the expectation, because a medium, I don't know why this is, and we think about it a lot, but the names, it's like everybody's goal is like, I have to get good with names. I have to get names. And I'm like, the more I think about it, it's like, you really don't.
No.
If you can bring the essence of the person through evidence, the name is great, but it's not like the holy grail of a reading. Now, if it comes through, fantastic. But I believe you just have to express what the person is conveying.
Yes.
But yeah, Jess, same thing. When I first started, that's the only thing I knew. I would ask the person right away, who do you want to hear from? Because I hadn't been developed for so long. It was like initially within the first few months, and I would just ask them. So that's how I developed. It wasn't until I started doing public demonstrations, which was really quick after I started. I had to learn to do the spirit-led mediumship. So I still do the same. I will ask them, who do you want to hear from? 99.9% of the time, that person's there. Why wouldn't their person be there?
Yeah, I was going to say most of the time that person's already there.
But again, it's orchestrated by them on the other side. So if somebody else steps forward, and I briefed this in the beginning, I'm like, hey, like Jennifer said, I can't guarantee it. Someone else may want to step forward first to say break the ice. So just be open to it. And I'll stop there.
So Tony is asking if we have ever read each other.
Have.
Yes, and sometimes even on lives.
It doesn't make sense because I'm sitting here using my own world, and Jennifer's giving evidence, and I'm like staring at a wall. Nobody's accepting it, and she'll say the evidence again. I'm like, wait, say that again. That being somebody that's connected to me, I'm like, oh, I need to pay attention.
So yes, we have. Good morning, Aaron. Okay, Michael, you have some new cards. Did you use those last week when I was gone?
No, I can't remember what I did last week. I can't remember yesterday.
Well, apparently you did a very lovely reading for Tawny. So.
Well, no, that's when Kelly and I did the live together.
Oh, okay.
The weekend the week that you were playing hooky, you were traveling. So Kelly and I took the show, and it was a really good time.
Okay.
But yeah, I have the tea leaves again. So I had loaned these to my sister-in-law. We swap cards a lot. Like she'll come out and she'll be like, hey, do you use these? Can I borrow these for a while? And I'm like, no, take them.
No.
So yeah, these are back. And they're kind of interesting. And I just want to kind of play with them a little bit today. So they have different topics. So these are the astral house, okay? So these are the subjects. So it's around wealth, success, career, marriage, love. Those are the topics. And then they also have time of the year. So these are all the dates, times of the year. And then you have the tea leaves themselves. So for example, right here, this is weird because this card came out the other day when I was doing a reading for myself, and it's the desk card.
Okay.
Pay attention to your work, which is what I needed to hear right now. Because I was like, as usual, often never land with so many thoughts. In my ADD, it's like you need to focus in on what you're doing with your work. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, I have this deck of cards, and I have it for a reason. Kelly, don't freak out. I'm
Hey,
the
if we're not
last
back,
time,
if we're not back next week, you all know
no,
why.
no, no. I was just gonna say the last time I used this deck, I almost got us in trouble. So
Is
I'm,
that the one
I'm
where you had to pull out the 5 cards?
oh no, that was another one.
Okay.
This deck is actually a really great deck, but I'm going to tame it down. The reason I want to use this deck today, there's a reason, Michael.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Tawny, these cards are amazing. So what these cards are, really, they have these really great messages of affirmation for remembering who you are. They will call you out on some stuff. So if I feel like we're kind of coming into that place, right? We're coming into winter. We're coming into a place. A lot of people have seasonal depression. We're not really looking forward to it. So if you need something to remind you of who you are, right here.
Listen, biatch.
Right here. You let me know. They're going to call you out and they're going to give you an affirmation.
So it's been a few minutes. So if you're just joining us, good morning. Hello, Cheyenne, Teresa, Kami Corpse. How are you? Jill, good morning. And again, we like to welcome in everybody, but sometimes the comments go by so quickly that we may miss you, but just know that we appreciate you being here. One thing I want to put out before we get into the readings, again, we don't take requests. We just do spirit-led. It doesn't mean you can't put your question in there. If we get drawn to it, we'll definitely jump on it. It's just the way that we do this during the show. We just like to flow with it. So you're not being ignored. That's just how we operate during the show. So yeah, you want to jump in with your listen, biatch?
Yes. Okay, Tammy. She says those are the ones that definitely remind me of my family. All right, Tammy, we're going to start with you.
Whose family isn't cuckoo?
All right.
That'll be a topic for another show. Does anybody actually have a sane?
Ooh, there it is. Yeah.
Sane family.
Aw. Okay. Tammy, listen. Don't hold back the tears. Let them flow like a faucet. So, I'm a crier. I'm a big crier, right?
Yeah.
It's about releasing. Shut up, Michael. It's just about releasing emotion, letting things go. If you need to cry, have a good cry. That's what it's telling you. That it's okay.
It is. I got the tea leaves out, then I seen your cards, and I was like, I got to pull these out.
Those are the ones.
Those are the ones, but the font on some of these are just unreadable. So I will just have to read them. Bloom, I just saw your name, Bloom, and I'm pulled to you. So I'm going to bring your sense of humor because these cards are like the ones Jennifer just pulled. But I want to pull a card for you, Bloom. Bloom, are you new? I don't think we've seen you in the chat before.
No, that looks like a new name.
Oh, wow. All right. Can you read that?
Yes.
So, Bloom, that's for you. And also, I'd like to give a little something extra with that. I don't want to just go with the card, but it does say show up and F shit up. Don't be afraid to be bold with your decisions. If you have something in your mind or a passion that you're chasing, it's like there is no better time. Just jump on it and do it. And I think that's kind of what it's kind of alluding to. It's like we all have these in our mind and our ego. Usually when we have this big idea, we're excited about it and we go to implement it. And what happens? The first thing you get is a negative thought about how you can't do this.
Right.
Those are the feelings and the emotions that we need to push aside, knowing that that's the ego just trying to protect us, but it's a double-edged sword. It's like you're never going to feel like the time is right. You just have to have the courage to say, nope, screw this. I'm doing it. So Bloom, go do it. And welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, Sherry. I'm drawn to Sherry. I'm going to go that way.
And if these messages resonate with you, take them. Okay? I know that's going to make sense to a lot of people in here. Pretty much everybody. but that's how spirit works. It's a universal message.
Okay, Sherry. Oh, I like this one. Okay. Okay, listen, Sherry. The things that you say to yourself matter. Be kind. This is a good message for everybody, though, right? The things that you say to yourself matter. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. I was just talking about this. Right? We're kind of going into winter. We're going into that season where we slow down a little bit. A lot of times we're in our head. I just feel like I want to encourage you, everybody actually, to use this season to relax and to unwind and to really, it's a great, it's a good time to get into your head in a good way, like change the narrative is what I want to say. Your body understands what you're saying. Your mind understands what you're saying when we're speaking negatively about ourselves. So it's a reminder. It's a reminder that you matter. Be kind to yourself. You matter and you're worthy. So I'm going to leave that with you.
All right. I'm just going back through the comments.
Everyone is normal until you get to know them.
Yeah.
Very true.
Tony, I want to pull Tony Matisse, I want to pull a tarot, a tea leaf card for you. So I'm not going to go into the topics or the dates. I just want to kind of grab a card. And this is where I need to use this feature of my iMac. I need to get a holder because I can use my iPhone to show the picture of the desk. So I don't have to hold cards up. It's pretty cool. I just haven't got a holder for it. So I'm just going to kind of feel what I'm drawing here. And actually, here it is. I'm just pulled over here. There's like 70 of these cards. So like any of them, I just feel kind of where I'm pulled. So Tony, this is for you. So these are interesting too because of the art on them.
Yeah,
but the leg, and it says stepping into a new experience. I don't know, Tony. I just feel it's like it's been stagnant for you. I just feel like you're in this rut. That's just what I feel in your energy. And so I don't know if something has happened already that's kind of got you thinking about moving in a new direction. But it feels like more that you need to put some time and effort into finding something, finding your passion. That's actually what it feels more like. It's like find something new. It's like something that is just like maybe in your mind, like completely crazy to step into at this time. But I feel it's more of like a social kind of like activity or inactivity that I just feel like you need something new, like a new hobby. Does that make sense at all? Because again, I just feel there's something there like you need to shake up the stagnant energy. Yeah, and that's what I got for Tony.
Okay, I'm going to, Jess, are you still here? I know I'm really drawn to talk to Jess for a minute.
Yep.
There she is. Okay. I'm gonna. Are you open for a little reading, Jess? There's something I'm feeling in your energy as soon as I know you are. You said yep, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead, and then I'm gonna draw a card. This has to do around your work and your mediumship. For some reason, I'm feeling a little bit of like hesitation in your energy. I don't know what that is about. But what I want to say to you is like a push forward through whatever this is that you're feeling in your mediumship at the moment. I don't know if you can relate to that, but I want to tell you that it's like it's completely normal. Just push through it because, oh my God, you have the most beautiful soul. You have the most beautiful heart and you can make the most beautiful connections. So whatever this little doubt thing, like we all go through it. For some reason, I'm just feeling it in your energy. Push through and keep sharing your light. Okay, Jess, hang on.
Good morning, Lynn.
I want to
And
pull it back.
Renee. Morning, Angela.
Whew, there it is. Okay. Okay, here you go, Jess. We were just talking about this. Dun, da, da, da. This says, listen, Jess, tell the negative assholes in your head to sit in a corner for a lifelong timeout. Okay, so look, that summed it up better than anything I said. Tell the negative a-holes in your head to sit in a corner for a lifelong timeout. You got this. Okay, much love to you, Jess.
Lynn, I want to pull a card for you. I just got like pulled to your name, Lynn. I'm kind of torn between doing a tea leaf or one of these cards. I feel like Lynn needs a laugh, so I'm going to go with these, Lynn. So Lynn Juneau, here we go. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a poet and didn't
know it.
Know it rhymed. Anyway, let's see, Lynn. Let's see. Of course, with Lynn, so Lynn does readings as well in a very unique way. She uses color ribbons, which is just fascinating. So Lynn, as I'm shuffling, I'm getting other impressions too that I want to talk about before your card, and here it comes. I don't know if you've kind of pulled back from mediumship, but I feel it's like I need to talk to you about doing more mediumship or incorporating more mediumship into your readings. Have you been hesitating with that at all, Lynn? And again, be brutally honest. And it's interesting because that kind of jives with the card that I pulled.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, it says make space for the badass in you to honor the badass in others. Okay, so that does make sense. So yeah, I just feel it's like sometimes spirit can be a little critical, if you will. So just take this as it were, what it's, or as it's intended, and it's from spirit, and it's always meant to help. But I feel I need to say it's like rely less on the tools, like the cards and other tools that we use for readings, because I'm feeling it's like they want you to start like strengthening your inner knowing, if you will, and just kind of let go of those, not completely, okay. But they're just saying, don't be afraid to put the tools down and just talk. Just talk. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Because sometimes we do as mediums and psychics, we begin to rely on these tools that we use. And, you know, a constant message I get for myself is like, you don't need them. Yes, it's fine to use them, but we sometimes become too reliant on them. So I'll leave it at that, Lynn. I hope that helps.
Cheryl, I just saw Cheryl Durick. Good morning. Quick question. As soon as I saw you pop on, I feel a mother in spirit. Is your mother in spirit, Cheryl? Boy, she was just boom. Something very curious. I read that comment and I feel this mother has a beautiful big spirit and was able just to come right in. And so I would like to know if that is connected with you, Cheryl.
Hello, Colin.
Hello, Colin. So I'm just waiting for a second. Do you see that? Do you see a comment come in, Michael? I haven't seen one yet.
No, not yet, but I know there's
Okay.
sometimes a delay and sometimes I know I'm not a fast typer and I get mixed up, especially if I'm trying to type on my phone.
Okay, well, we'll just go I feel like I feel like Cheryl's still around. So we'll wait. We can go forward because I promise you, this beautiful mother is not going anywhere. So we'll wait, and I will let her do her thing here in a little bit.
All right, let's see.
We'll see if Cheryl comes back on.
While we're waiting for that, I'm going to jump on, and Roses Thomas, I'm going to pull a card for you. I feel like I need to go to the tea leaves. So this is odd. As soon as I said the word tea leaves, I just had this feeling it's like you need to gather with your friends a little bit more often than you are, Roses. I just feel it's like this social interaction either has been like, I don't know if you haven't had social time with your friends, but I just feel that's one thing I need to talk about. It's like you need that. And it's interesting that they're using the word tea. You need to spill the tea with your friends. But let me just see what comes up because I'm pulled over here. And this is interesting too because it's the back card, which is interesting in itself. So what it says is take care. I don't like to use the word enemies, but it's on the card. Enemies are working against you. And I just want to feel into this that, you know, unfortunately, there are people in our circles that don't have the best intentions for us. And I feel it's just a reminder that if there are people in your inner circle that you feel like resistance against, or you feel like there's something not right in the energy, let that go. Don't be afraid to cut those people out of your life.
Cheryl, is your mother in spirit?
Well, good, Roses. Get out there and start spilling the tea with your buddies.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I need to talk about her for a minute. As soon as I read the comment when you popped in, I could feel her energy around. She has a beautiful spirit. She is also making me feel like, or she's, hang on, fairly recent passing. Do you understand that? This woman is making me feel as if these are going to be like first holidays without her. Do you understand that?
We didn't even think about it at the beginning. We need to pull people on with us again.
Yes, we do. You do understand that? Okay. She is encouraging you. I got to tell you how I see the holidays. She's making me feel like she is the matriarch of the family. And there's a little bit of, well, there's a lot of loss and kind of some, what do we do now, right? That she was able to pull the family together. She's still wishing that for you. She's showing me hang on just a second. I want to get this right. It is a Christmas tree ornament. It is a bulb. I don't know if she painted them or it feels hand painted and it feels gifted. I'm going to leave that there and see if you understand that, Cheryl. If not, I promise you will. I could see it so clear. So we're going to wait for a minute. Really, she's encouraging you. She understands that these holidays are going to be difficult without her. Please understand that she is going to be around, and I cannot stop seeing this hand painted. She painted a lot. Okay, I don't know if you're going to find this. I don't know what this is, but I see this hand painted Christmas like globe that hangs on a tree. So I'm going to leave that with you because I do feel like you'll understand what that is. Okay, hang on just a second. She's also showing me a necklace with a pendant. Do you understand that? She's drawing me to this. It's not a crystal, though. It's a pendant. A necklace with a pendant that she is showing me. Also, she says thank you to you. She understands. She is making me feel like there was a sacrifice that was made from you. She understands you don't see it that way. I'm not saying it right. Information's coming really quickly. She has a lot to say. She has a lot to say to you. Thank you. I love you. And I am okay is the biggest part of that message. And please find the joy. She says, find the joy again. Find the joy in the holiday season. That's very, very important to her. Also, I see that she was a very good rapper. I can see the boxes with the beautiful, she didn't, let me put it this way. She didn't wrap boxes like I do. Some tapes out there. They're very neat. They're very nice. They're very beautiful. That's the image that she's leaving me with. So I'm going to leave that with you, Cheryl, with her love. Just know how strong and beautiful that spirit was the second that you popped on. Okay. I'm going to leave that with you. And she shows me red birds, Cheryl, when you say any special signs from her, I do see a red bird. So I'm going to leave that with you, and thank you for being open. And thank you to your beautiful mama for just coming right through. Right through.
And does she have a dog with her? Because I feel like I've seen this dog like jumping around in my awareness. So I just feel there's a dog with her on the other side as well. I get a lot of pets lately. Like they want to make sure that they're acknowledged.
They do. Just like when they were here, right?
Yeah.
Me, look at me. You're very welcome, Cheryl. You're very welcome. Thank you, Aaron.
And that's the energy of this dog. It's like bouncing around. So yes, okay. So I'm going to throw this out there too, because I was hearing a couple names. I'm trying not to focus on it, but it was either Benji, B name, and then I was also hearing like a T name. I'll just leave that there.
Again, and as you say names, the only name I'm hearing is Francis, and I have no idea why. No idea. Since we're doing names, and I was hearing that, I want to say it. I'm sorry, Roses. Stick fur babies are no fun.
Kaylee, how are you?
Oh my God, I was just going to Kaylee.
No way.
Yes, I was. Kaylee was coming. I guess we're both going to pull a card.
Kaylee, you're getting a double reading then. Absolutely true. Okay, good, Cheryl. Did the names make sense at all? I'm always curious, and I shouldn't even ask, but I do. It's my curious mind.
Stepdaughters. All right, Kaylee.
Kaylee. Hey, you're pulling one of your listen biatch cards?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then I'll pull a tea leaf. We'll
balance it. Balance it out.
The dog's name was Benji?
No, I don't know.
What's the dog's name?
What is the dog's name? We'll make that clear.
We got to know. Inquiring minds want to know. And if you're old enough, you know what that's from.
All right. You started off, Michael, because you have the tea leaves.
All right. Kaylee, let's see here. Let me see where I'm drawing here. Kaylee, I don't know why every time I connect with you, it automatically goes to career. So I think it's because it's probably something that's always on your mind. Let's see here. And I know about you, and I know your family is growing, and it feels like, again, that that's where you need to that's where your time is needed right now with the family. But again, it's like, don't rush things. It's going to happen again. Don't rush things. But let me just see what I get for a card for you, because I'm pulled to this pile. So Kaylee, always on my mind. Okay. So it's the bull card. And I'm going to read this. So do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. This is weird. Are you having issues with either a daycare provider or fighting daycare for your children? I just feel it's like, don't settle for the first available if you are looking. And if you're in a situation right now where it's like that's where your children are going, but it's not, doesn't feel right. It's like, I feel it's like, don't be afraid to like speak your mind. Either let the person know that you don't appreciate whatever the situation is. It's like, give them a chance, but then don't be afraid to move on from them as well. That's just what I feel.
Okay, Kaylee, I'm gonna pull a card on the back end of that. Oh, and then I want to address Jan's question after I pull this card. They're sticking together.
Uh-oh.
She needs all the listen biatch messages. I can't look. It's not jumping out yet. There we go. I like this. Okay, Kaylee. Listen, Kaylee, even flowers and dirt go, even flowers go through dirt and shit, is what it says. Even flowers go through dirt and shit. Keep blooming, baby. So, like, that just speaks for itself, right? I'm just going to leave that there. I'm just going to leave it.
Okay, with the teacher, you have an issue with the teacher. Okay. Real quick, and then we'll move on, Kaylee. Did you wish your, I feel it's grandfather in spirit, a happy Veterans Day? Because I just felt, I know your grandfather's on the other side, but I just felt him step forward and say thank you for the acknowledgement of Veterans Day. And I'll just leave that with you.
Okay. Big question. We don't get to turn our brains off. That's the bad news. The good news is that we can manage it, right? We can manage what we allow. The biggest thing is to learn to observe and not absorb, not take it on, not take other people's emotions and bullshit on as our own. So that is the biggest thing. And Jan, we can talk about it. I know we have a session coming up, so we can talk about that a little bit more, but really it is about managing it. It's about managing it. We are only receptive to what we allow. I mean, that is the bottom line. So it is about managing it. And there's a lot of tips and tricks and things that you can do. I would recommend staying very grounded. Going outside is a big thing. Exercise is a big thing. We got to move that energy from our body, because it's when that energy sits, right, that we're just with all of the stuff. So that's a little bit of just like the tip of the iceberg on some of it, but it is about managing it. And I will chat about that a little bit more tomorrow. Yes, it does. It does if you're not managing it properly.
All right, Christina Warnick. I don't know. I feel Christina needs a laugh along with a message. So I'm going with the deck.
The deck. Okay.
The deck.
Okay.
That gives the rebel cards a run for their money. Christina. All right, so as I'm shuffling, I'm going to make this really quick. Christina, I feel a father figure step forward. I feel this is dad. Is dad on the other side? This man who's with me does make me feel that he would have passed of cancer. He's also making me feel that he may have struggled with alcohol or substance. Yes, your dad. Okay. Does the other information fit for you, Christina? Because I want to make sure this is for you. Again, I felt cancered and I felt like a struggle with alcohol, substance. That's just with the essence of this person. That's what I'm feeling around this person. Okay. He just shows me a reference from the TV show MASH, which I know well because I watch MASH. We watch MASH all the time. It's almost like a humorous message, though, because he's saying, take my advice. Don't be afraid to pull down your pants and slide on the ice. Now, literally don't do that because it's probably not good for you.
That's terrible.
He suffered with drugs. Okay. But he's like, you're taking things way too serious right now. And it's like a way that he just wants to get you to laugh. He's also letting me know, like, stop carrying this feeling that you could have changed the person that he was.
Is that an ultra? Christina, when Michael's talking, I see the image of a horse. I just want to know if you understand that. We'll be in connection with your father as well. And it's interesting because, Michael, when you started talking to her, I felt father too. So I love that you picked that up.
But yeah, again, he keeps impressing upon me. It's like, don't carry this with you. Stop carrying this with you that you could have changed him. A person has to be willing to receive help. And that's just the feeling I get. And again, I know these are quick, but that's what he's making me feel. He's showing me the month of January. He wants to acknowledge the birthday in January because I heard him say happy birthday. And then I see the month of January. The only thing I could think of was a little ornament horse he got at Goodwill. Reference to horse.
That doesn't feel right to me. So the horse may not have any connection with him. I don't want to make that fit because I'm feeling this is a horse, like a living horse that there would have been a connection with. So I'm just going to set that off to the side.
And whatever I just told you, it's completely out of my mind. So if you acknowledge, let me know what it was I said, because I'm like, what did he just say? I know I just said something, but now I can't remember what it was. So hopefully it made sense to you. No birth. Okay. That's what it was, January. But just know this is a quick hello from Dad. Okay. And then we'll move on. I know I was going to pull a card, but since your dad came through, I just want to kind of leave it at there. It's like, again, just don't be afraid. Go have some fun. It's like pull the stick out of your butt and go have some fun. You're taking things way too serious. We're about out of time. We're down to the last 4 minutes.
I was just going to acknowledge Michelle's comments because we may have connected. She says her dad comes from a long line of cowboys and her little sister's birthday is in January. So
okay.
We may have had her father's energy around as well because I was feeling a father when you connected. So we are close out of time, but yes, take that as a postcard, right?
Did he play cards, Michelle? Because he's shuffling cards.
Speaking of cards, right?
Yeah, right. He's
okay. That's how I was feeling with horses. I was feeling more of these are actual horses that this father in spirit would have had a connection with. So know this, and I wish we had a little bit more time. But also, I smell really, really dark coffee. All of a sudden, I just get the smell of dark coffee. Where I want to go make some. See, that's the kind of stuff my office makes me want to do.
We always played Go Fish. Okay. Did he cheat? Because he's making me feel like he would cheat. Like in a funny way, because he's making me feel like he would keep it interesting by cheating.
How funny.
And you're probably smelling my office. I dumped a coffee cup in my office yesterday.
Did
It was
you?
like it was like it happened in slow motion. I watched it go over my iPad, my iPhone, all over my desk and onto the
It's
floor.
just done.
Oh, he did cheat. Okay. So again, we're just feeling the essence. I know these are quick, but it's just a hello from
I love
Dad this morning.
Yes. Yep. Just a little bit of love from Dad, just popping in to say hello, letting you know that he's around. Oh, and she's literally wanting coffee. Go get your coffee. There you go. There's your sign. Go get your coffee.
I want to make a shameless plug real quick. So I am doing a online demonstration of mediumship for the holidays. That's going to take place on December 15th at 6 p.m. I'll have to look. It's 6 p.m. Central Time. So you can go to my website if you'd like to purchase a ticket and attend. Yeah, so it's online. Again, a reminder that Jen and I both do private readings. You can book or not book. We're just throwing it out there. Again, you see us work on here. If you'd like a reading more in depth, I always bounce back and forth. Jennifer's probably like, you changed it again. So I do 30-minute, 45-minute, and hour-long readings. I will tell you this, the 30-minute is plenty of time. It's just some people would like a little bit more time, maybe to ask a few more questions or whatever. So I do provide the extra time. But if you're curious, 30 minutes is plenty of time. Just think of it how we do readings here and how much we get out during just 5 or 10 minutes. 30 minutes when we can actually talk back and forth, we can get through a lot of stuff.
Okay, I pulled a collective
Awesome.
listen card. Okay, this is for everybody. And it says, listen, you don't need permission to say no. You don't need permission to say no. Oh, I know you can't see the card, but the rest of it says F them. Okay, you don't need permission to say no. No is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. That's so hard to learn. It's very hard to learn, but it's very true. It will improve your life. It will change your life.
I'm going to pull one too, but it's going to be the
Okay.
funny cards. And then we'll call it a day. Hey, maybe next week we'll be back on our normal day of Wednesday.
Back on Wednesday.
But we'll see. We want to see who's paying attention out there.
We like to surprise you. Well, hello, Jenny. You made it. I thought you were working today, so I'm glad you popped in.
All right, here it is.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
I don't know. I'll put it up there. Can everybody read that?
You're a creative, achiever. What does that say? Wait, read it to me. I saw the one line.
You are creative and clever.
Effort. I saw that.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to laugh. You are a creative and clever little fucker. You make absolute magic happen. And I think it's just a reminder that you do. Anything that you put your mind to, you can achieve.
Absolutely.
It's I think one of the greatest lessons, one of the most important lessons we have while we're here is like, don't lessen yourself. Don't compare yourself to others.
No, own your magic.
It doesn't matter what your history is or what your upbringing is. Every moment is a new time and a new start. And the only limits you have are the ones that you place upon yourself. And I'm listening to this message too, because I'm guilty, just like most of us are, that most of the time we say we can't. And we talk ourselves out of something that could have been great. Just keep that in mind. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So I will leave it at that.
And sprinkle that shit everywhere. That's
right, just like cinnamon.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend since we're almost there. Bye.